Hey, my jelly bellies. So I have a guest in my video today, Ashley Skywalker. I actually made a video with her before, tattoos and piercing video. I never posted it because the video messed up, so we have to remake that video. So technically, this will be the first time that you're meeting her. This is my best friend, Ashley. She has a Twitter account as well, so you should follow her on that. And she also makes videos. She has a YouTube channel. Well, she hasn't had the time to make more videos, but she's gonna get there. And I'll post a link to her channel. So in one of my videos, I showed you guys I was like drinking coffee in a coffee cup I had coffee written all over it. I'm drinking coffee in a coffee cup that says tea this time instead of coffee. And she's drinking out of my mom's cup.
That. Camera right there. That.
So I want to tell you guys a story before we actually get to our activity that we have planned. So I was a freshman and I used to live in California, so at the time I was in California. And my friend Sam was spending the night, and it was dark, and I thought I grabbed an orange soda. And I drank half of it, and then she turned on the light, and she was like, "Summer, that's a Diet Coke." So the whole time I thought it was an orange soda, it tasted like orange soda. And then it started like finally tasting like Diet Coke after I realized what it was. I don't even understand. So Ashley, how have you been, my lady?
Been good, fucking working, good boss, making that money rain.
Making it rain. So the activity that I have planned for us today is we are going to create a bedtime story. And we're going to try to see who can come up with the best bedtime story. So we're going to see how that goes. And what are your feelings on that?
I'm probably going to feel miserably to your epic story that you have planned.
So I'm going to make this game actually a little bit more interesting. Instead of writing it down on a piece of paper and actually thinking of it thoroughly, I'm going to make it that you and I, when we tell our stories, we have to think of it at the top of our head. So we just have to keep going and going. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you should go first since you're my guest.
Oh my god. I have fucking no clue what I'm going to tell you the story about.
Come on, girl. You got this. You got this. Go, Skywalker. Go, Go, Skywalker. Come on, you got this.
But you already have your story planned. I have no fucking clue.
Alright, fine. I will go first and tell my story. Alright. Once upon a time, there was a little girl. And she had imaginary friends. And she was so passionate about these imaginary friends that she still had them all through middle school and high school. And she felt like she didn't need real friends. But everyone always made fun of her. Then one day, she got hit by a bus. I wish she had a pet dragon too. It was pretty cool. And her pet dragon could go into like other dimensions and other worlds. And they wanted this one world where everything was made out of marshmallows. And they jumped on them and ate them and melted them, and it was delicious. And then they went to another world where all they had was glorious tacos and enchiladas. And then they went to another world where they saw themselves, but as the opposite. And these little Bubashalaka things, these little black creature things that always had smiles on their faces, chased them around and wanted to eat their soul. But the dragon always shot them with its dragon fire, and they died. And somehow she became a hero.
Alright, so here's my story. It's not going to end as fucked up as her first story did.
I thought my story was great. Thank you very much.
It was lovely. It had a great moral to it. Dumb feels. Alright. So my story is about this little girl, and everyone thought she was crazy. she lives in a tower with an evil witch that told her demons were living inside of her, and that's why they had her up in that tower. And no one really liked her because they just thought she was a demon girl and would kill everyone. And one day, little girl got sick of everyone taunting her and the evil witch just keeping her trapped inside that awful tower. And she started digging, pulling the bricks out of the wall, just at the bottom behind her bed so no one could see. And she was up pretty high, like a skyscraper, and the beautiful field of flowers that she wanted to go roll in. And before I continue, this isn't Rapunzel, I promise. And one day she created a big enough hole for her body to squeeze out of safely without being filled. Anyway, so she didn't have luscious hair. It was brittle because the witch made her use Walmart shampoo and conditioner. And so she started making a weave out of her pets that lived in
That
her,
weave, though.
that lived there, like horsetail, mouse, all of her pets made weave. Fucking weaved that shit into her hair, and she fucking threw that weave out the window, and she fucking slid down like a fucking water slide. It was the happiest moment of her life. She escaped and made it out of the fucking hellhole she was in. And that little girl lived happily ever after.
So that is our stories. So leave me a comment below telling me which story was the best. Personally, I think my story was the best. And people that are teenagers that are watching this now, when they grow up and they have kids, they are going to tell their kids my bedtime story. And it's going to be the best thing ever, and it's going to become a legend. So, my Jelly Bellies, I think I'm going to say goodbye now. Everyone, Ashley Skywalker.
Bye.
It was so great to have you. I've missed you. I don't see her enough, and it makes me angry. It makes me rage. But you'll be seeing more of her in my videos, and you'll be seeing more of me in her videos. Bye!